Hey auction fans, here we go. We got some more stuff for you. This is the Gamorrean Guard, one of my all-time favorite characters from the original trilogy. This is from the Star Wars Power of the Force from around the 96-97. This is the green carded version, one of the last products put out by Kenner. I'm going to throw in a size marker there for you. He was a Henson Muppet, so he was a little bit bigger, I believe, than your standard guy. But you can see, at least in scale in the movie, but you can see these little piggy guys. I love these. There were two figures as a boy that I wanted, the vintage, the Gamorrean Guard, and of course the vintage Imperial Guard. Those were the two. Never got them, but now you get a chance to get yours. We'll turn them over here so you can see the back. And then I'll walk you through the actual card itself. Now, of all of them, sadly, this is not the absolute best figure. You can see the inside bubble is starting to brown, whereas the outer bubble is perfectly fine. Not brown, yellow. Well, brown, whatever you want to call it. Amber. But it's getting older, a little bit more brittle. So this is one that still displays really, really nice. I mean, you're looking at it right there. That's what it's going to look like on your shelf. Still displays great. But if you like to take them out and play with them, that's cool too. Or display them loose. But I will point out that that has begun, as well as somebody stomped on it at some point. You can tell that from the see how there's the crease on the top. Again, from the front, looks fantastic. There's that crease on the top. And you can hear it. You can hear the little bit of damage to the bubble, but you're looking at it right there, and you'll see the high-definition photos at TheBigToyAuction.com, where you can leave your pre-bids. You'll see that it looks fantastic. But if it's if you're one of those guys that likes to grade it and send it in, I wouldn't. With this one, I'd wait for the next one to roll down the pike. But if you love to just have a figure, get this. Jump on it while you can, because look at the figure. It looks fantastic. The card also looks pretty fantastic. I'm noticing a very, very slight something going on right here. Can you see that? Let me get you a different light angle. There we go. Let's get that light. See that slightly? Not a huge deal. And let's just point out this too, a very slight imperfection right there. But otherwise, that is about it. A really fantastic figure, one of my all-time favorites, the Gamorrean Guard, on the green carded Star Wars Power of the Force card. Now, who here is a fan of the newly added footage in the Star Wars trilogy? You don't have to be a fan of the footage to really like this figure. This is one of the added robots, droids. ASP-7, this is one of the, and he's got his spaceport supply rods, etc. in there. This is one of those figures that were added into the movie, so he doesn't quite have the emotional appeal, but also he isn't in as many collections, so this might be your only chance to get him. I'll throw in that size marker right there so you can get an opportunity to see him. He's roughly, he's about 1/18 scale. We'll flip him over on the back. See that as well. And then I'll walk you through. Now the card, all around is pretty nice. As you can see right there, it is a very clear bubble. It is tight on the card, no lifting, no separating. Something I find with these green Power of the Force, they tend to stay on there pretty darn good. No need for reseals or anything like that. So it's on there real tight and nice. No damage to the bubble. I'll feel around for you just in case. I don't visually spot any, but I'll check tactily as well. And let's look at that card. So the things that I'm noticing, almost imperceptible. You got a ding right here, a little crush at the corner, like you have on many of these cards, and no other piece of schmutz there. Shelf dirt. It right there. Yep. Can't even see it under the light. Very slight, starting to let's get the light right on there. There you go. Starting to crease, and that's because the bubble or the card itself, slight bending, slight warp. Ordinarily, you can make that go out real nice, but if it matters to you, there is that, which might have cracked the black a little bit. Not sure. Might have broken that color, but still, a very nice figure. So there you have it. This is the ASP-7 droid from the newly added footage of the original trilogy on the green Power of the Force card. Hey, 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 it's Panda Baba right there. Not to be mistaken with Baba Yaga or what's that Who song? That's just completely left my mind right now. Baba O'Reilly, that's it. Not to be confused with Baba O'Reilly or Baba Yaga. This is Panda Baba right here. Not to be confused with Kung Fu Panda or Panda Bear. It's been a long day, folks. All right, we'll show you the front. We'll show you the back. I've got the size marker here. Not that it really matters. You know what size these are. About 1/18 scale, 3 3/4 inch. Here he is in the movie, in the Mos Eisley Cantina. It was the last time we see him. I certainly won't give away any spoiler alerts from a 40-year-old movie, but this is from 1996. That's that version of him. I believe that there are versions of him where he has less limbs. This is not that one. I like that one, if it's the one I'm recalling correctly. So I'll show you the card itself. You've seen the figure, you see how well it displays, and you can see all these high-def photos over at TheBigToyAuction.com, where you can also leave any pre-bids, but I'll walk you through them. Yep, something that happens with these Panda Babas a lot, these walrus mans, I don't know, whichever one you want to call it, is that the inner bubble will start to yellow while the outer bubble stays nice and shiny. That's what's happening here. He's just beginning that process, probably as the orange in his vest begins to gas off. But otherwise, the bubble is tight on the card. It is without blemish. And maybe, I can't tell if that's bleeding through from the bottom or if that is the outer card, maybe right on the bottom, some yellowing beginning. That might still be the inner card. Overall, I don't think it matters. I don't think it detracts from the figure at all, but for those of you who are really into that, who care about that, there you go. So some slight bending right here on the Vader helmet. See that as we shine the light? That's what I love about the live video. The video lets us show you things that you otherwise would not see. We can't hide anything from you. Therefore, you know exactly what you're getting here at the Big Toy Auction. So I don't see any other dings, tears, rips, maybe a very slight something right there. But overall, a pretty nice figure. And there you have it. The green carded Power of the Force figure, Panda Baba. And next up, Grindin, our trusty bounty hunter right here. This is Long Snoot. We'll throw a size marker so you can see how big he is. He's about 1/18 scale, give or take, 3 3/4 inch, give or take. And one of the last Kenner products, 96, 97 is when these green carded Power of the Force. There were also some red, or what I think is orange. Everyone seems to call them red, carded ones, but this is the green series, which includes some stuff from the new footage. Again, one of the very last products produced with the Kenner insignia until the new retro ones came out back when they were acquired by Hasbro. So there's the back. We'll get a couple of pictures for catalog, and you can see all of these photos at TheBigToyAuction.com. You can also leave your pre-bids. As I show you here the close-ups. So you can see that's a nice clear bubble. It's just starting to cloud a little bit, but otherwise nice and clear. I'm going to show you the waviness on that card. Can you see that? It's just begun to warp. That happens either when they're stored and some pressure comes on the top, and sometimes result in, don't feel it, don't see it, but it can sometimes result in creasing. This one doesn't seem to have that. The other causes are sometimes if it's just a little too humid wherever it's stored. And you can see that. That might have been the case because you have just the tiniest bit of bubbling. Fortunately, coming up right here on that green, on that holograph. Slight ding right there, and where else? I saw this, a little bit of a crush to that corner. Can we get the light on there? Tough to get the light because it's light, but there you go. So there you go. No, not a bad figure at all on a great figure on not a bad card at all. You can head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and get this. This is the Power of the Force green card. Long Snoot. I don't know what it is about Bib Fortuna. I love this character. I don't know what it is about him. I can never, ever remember his name. Even when the song "O Fortuna" gets into my head, when I see an image of him, I can never remember that he's called Bib Fortuna. But here you go. This is Bib Fortuna, as you know him from Jabba's Lair, the maitre d' of Jabba's Lair. I've got a size marker right here. He is a Twi'lek. He is a, is he 1 or 2? He is a 2-tentacled Twi'lek. And what I have always wanted to see is the later incarnation. I don't know if it's canon anymore, where he becomes a Ba'omar monk. When Jabba leaves, he leaves him behind, and he kind of takes over the place, which previously was run by Ba'omar monks, and that's what happens to him. I would love to see that figure, even if it's just a custom. If somebody out there wants to custom that, I'd love to see it. All right, here's the back of the card. Can't remember what it's called. Of the card right here, so you can see. We'll get a couple of photos of that for the catalog. As always, you can see these at TheBigToyAuction.com. Head on over there, leave your pre-bids. I'll show you the card. Oh, look at that. Nice clear bubble. Both the inside and the outside cards are looking pretty nice. You can see right through to the white background. Pretty clear. You can see. I'm not going to try and use any Jedi mind tricks on you here. Show you him, and pretty nice card. The only thing I'm seeing is the very slightest, almost imperceptible, right there. I don't know if you can see it in the light. The very tiniest of dings, and maybe something right there. Oh, losing our focus. Put it back here so we can get that focus back. That happens sometimes. Camera goes in and out. And I'm showing you, see where the light is shining on it? Right there. Just the slightest bit of scuff. But overall, I love this. I hope you do too. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. See if you can make it yours. This is Bib Fortuna on the Power of the Force, green carded Power of the Force Star Wars action figure card.